It has come to my attention that over the past 5 years that I've been a theme park enthusiast, I have ended up with really weird and interesting theme park memorabilia merchandise from anything you can think of. So today I'll be giving you a tour of my favourite weird, interesting items that I've collected over the years to give you a little insight into where 80% of my income goes. Let's get into it! So, up first, we have these two very small discs over here. Now you're probably wondering, what is that? And basically, every one of those little squares there is a photograph, and this is from a Viewmaster, and it's basically a pair of binoculars that you put on, you slide the disc in, and you click a button, and every time you click a button, it does that. It goes round the circle and shows you a different photo every time. Now, these are photos from Alton Towers, and they're proper Alton Towers rides, and they're very old as well. It's quite vintage. So let me go through a couple of rides that are on here right now, and I can put on screen the photos when they come up. So, we've got Corkscrew, the pirate ship, 1001 Nights, have no idea what that is, the Octopus, the Log Flume, rest in peace, cable cars, and vintage cars. And then moving on to the second one, we have got the Log Flume Water Ride as opposed to the Log Flume Dry Ride, Wave Swinger and Enterprise, the Black Hole, Magic Carpet, Mississippi Showboat, Around the World in 80 Days, and Doom and Sons Haunted House. And they're really cool. They're just a little trinket, I guess, from the past. They look pretty cool as well. They look like something out of... I can't think of a reference. Yeah, very cool. I got them from eBay. I wasn't born when the Corkscrew was knocking about. But there we go. On to the next one. Alright, this one's pretty goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Who remembers COVID? Sorry to bring that up again. I have here a sticker from COVID from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And they were the little markers that they put on the floor for COVID. Please stand behind the yellow line. Now this is the actual floor sticker. It's still on like the paper. I'm not going to take it off. I paid like £2 for this. I just thought it was a cool, funny thing to have to remind me of all the fun we have in COVID. But yeah, there we go. Please stand behind the yellow line, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's a sticker. Moving on, I think I'll put that there. And if you're a dedicated diehard fan of the channel, you know this is full up with theme park crap. I'm gonna get to it, don't you worry. Alrighty, moving on to number 3. It's stuck to my bed. Again with the small items. After this one, we're ramping up, don't you worry. We have some promotional material from Alton Towers for the Smiler. Now, we'll start off with this bad boy here. We have a leaflet for Secret Weapon 7. If you don't know Alton Towers, they use a secret weapon for any of their major roller coasters to tease the name, to tease the ride that's coming along. The Smiler at Alton Towers. Whoa! The Smiler with Secret Weapon 7. Coming soon. Alton Towers theme park is a free Wi-Fi zone. Don't know why I read that. Be one of the first to ride. Scan here to enter your email to get exclusive updates. Yippee! And then you got the QR code there. And then Christmas! Yeah, it's just a cool little leaflet to have. It's got the Oblivion like font and theming on it because Oblivion came first. And yeah, just a cool little leaflet to have. And then moving on, we have a Smiler car sticker. It says altontowers.com 2013. Obviously it's backwards because it's a car sticker. And yeah, again, just a cool little promotional item to have because the Smiler is one of my favourite themed roller coasters in the world. It's definitely up there in top 5. It's creepy. And yeah, just a cool little thing to have. Anyway, let's get on to the meaty stuff. Let's get on to the proper meaty stuff. Oh, I forgot I had this. Okay, this is kind of like, there's going to be a drive-by haul. I'm going to show you really quickly. Boom! Moving on. No, I'm kidding. We have a very, very vintage Thorpe Park coat hanger. It's sort of like a bit of coat hanger. My dad found this for me at a boot fair, and it's pretty cool. You've got the Rangers on there, the old Thorpe Park logo, and I'm going to put it on the wall, and I'm going to put all my lanyards on there. Isn't that great? So yeah, cool little number. What are we on? 4? 5? I'm not sure. I'm hitting the next one, number on the screen right now. There we go. Okay, now we're getting into like the meaningful stuff for me. Almost dropped it. We have the Hyperia certificate. Now there are a couple of these floating about. You can have the Club 2. What's the height? 232? 2. I forgot the height of Hyperia. Hey Siri. 236 feet. You got the tub flipping head. So yeah, you've got that one. You have there's a gold one knocking about. There's a gold one, there's a white one, and then there's this one. It says, one of the first to ride Hyperia on the 24th of May, 2024. And if you don't know the Hyperia lore, the ride shut for like a week after its opening day because it didn't work. So this is a lot rarer than it should be because this is the actual opening day. if you went on the 25th of May, you couldn't get on it, I'm afraid. And yeah, I've got video footage of me receiving it, and yeah, it was one of the best days I've had at a theme park. To the opening day of Hyperia, any opening day is a great vibe anyway, and I was super happy to be there. I'm getting emotional, but no, it was definitely cool. And then I think when the ride reopened after its downtime, there was another one, and it was like 30th of May with a certificate, but this is the proper one. This is the OG Hyperia certificate, and yeah, it's a bit of cardboard, but it means a lot to me. So there we go. Let's get onto the proper beefy belongings. Why did I say that? Up next, we have a slightly terrifying Planet Hollywood vase. There's like a hole in his scalp. Rest in peace. And yeah, it's made out of that material. And yeah, I found it at a charity shop, and I just thought it's pretty cool, because I think all the Planet Hollywoods are just disappearing. The one in Paris, I'm pretty sure there's a couple in America that have gone. I don't even know if it's still a running company. Cool little Planet Hollywood guy with the moon face. If I move into a bigger place one day, I'll probably put dirt in there and make it have some flowers coming out his head. But for now, he's sitting on there staring at me when I go to sleep. He's really frightening. Okay, now we're moving on to the ride parts and the theme park signs bit, the exciting bit for me. And the first thing I'm going to show you, you might recognize this from Mystery Pin Monday. Look at this big boy. I got this from eBay. Obviously, I'll show you on screen now. But this is from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. 10 BC this is from. I'll put a photo of the map and the year on screen right now that it's from. But this is basically a hand-painted sign from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I just love it because you can see up close the hand-painted sign. You can see the rulers and everything where whoever made it measured out everything. And yeah, it's so cool. And that's basically that started my theme park ride sign addiction. And yeah, again, got that from eBay. I think it's really cool. It's very vintage, and that's what I like about it. And yeah, it's in the background of Mystery Pin Monday. If you want to watch Mystery Pin Monday, you can. But no, in all seriousness, that is a very cool sign. And yeah, as I said, it started my rapid decline financially into theme parks. Okay, moving on. All right, from now on, my hands are going to be so dirty because everything from now on is covered in dirt and oil. Next up, we have a lap bar lock, I believe. Yeah, we've got a lap bar lock from Cobra at Portons Park. If you don't know, Cobra is getting rethemed to a Viking theme. I don't know why I'm telling you that because the safety is not going to get rethemed, is it? But yeah, if you don't know, Portons Park have an online shop where you can just go on there and buy ride parts that aren't getting used anymore. As you can see in this one, there's an arrow pointing to a little crack, and they can't use it anymore, obviously. It's not safe! And yeah, it's just a chunk of metal that obviously locks your lap bar in somehow. I don't know how it works. Yeah, I think it's really cool. And now, this is the nerdiest thing I've ever done, and I'm telling you this in confidence. But obviously, if someone came around and they saw that, they wouldn't know what it is. I have made little labels to describe, to remind me what it is. Authentic ride part from Portons Park, Cobra, lap bar lock. And hopefully, if this room is covered in ride parts, it's like a little museum. Sean Sandbrook, don't sue me, please. I think it's quite nice. Next up, we have the dirtiest object I've ever held in my hand. An avalanche wheel. Now again, this is from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. A lot of this stuff is from Blackpool because they give out ride parts. And yeah, we have a very dirty avalanche ride wheel from Avalanche at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And yeah, it's a pretty standard wheel. It's quite heavy. It's pretty firm. But yeah, this has been used to hell. It's so dirty. There's not a shimmer on here. But again, I kind of prefer that with ride parts because you know it's been used or left in a shed for 20 years. But no, it's pretty cool. Again, I've made another tag because if you saw it, you have no idea what it is. It looks like a polo someone forgot to eat. But yeah, this is the start of my wheel obsession. We've got 2 more coming up. And yeah, I don't know if you can see, but my hand is already covered in diseases. And also, I have all the certificates from this as well. It's really good that parks give you a certificate for stuff like that, just to give it a bit more of a premium feel when you're buying a dirty wheel. Okay, moving on. This is probably one of my favorite items that I'm going to show you so far. Look at that! I feel like I've caught a fish. We've got some chain from Steeplechase. This is used for the lift hill. And now I've actually never been on Steeplechase because I don't have a reason actually. But no, this is really cool. It really gives you a scale of how big things are when you're like holding it in your hand. And Steeplechase is a very small ride. So if this is this big, I don't want to imagine how big like the big one's chain is going to be because this is pretty heavy. I just think it's cool. It's cool to have. If Blackpool ever sell more in the future, I can get all of them and make a really long lift hill. I can do it on my stairs. That's pretty sick. Yeah, again, very rusty. You can see it's been used a lot. But no, I really like it. I think it's cool. I've probably said that about every item so far, so I'm sorry if you're getting bored of it. Next up, we have a comedic item, I would say. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what this is. probably right. It is a basically, if you've been on Cobra at Chessington, you will know that it's a very uncomfortable seat for the boys. So this basically comes up, straps on your back, and keeps you in the ride. This is the main restraint that's like pushing you in. You can see the back where it's been connected to something. But yeah, it's seen better days. No wonder they were selling it. It's pretty torn up. I think it's really funny to have a restraint just in my house and hold one. And yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I just think it's really cool, really funny. It's just funny, isn't it? It's just a bit of foam that was used. This is from Blackpool, by the way. They've got a version of Cobra, Avatar Airbender, I think it's called. It's the same ride, just doesn't have the little hump in the middle. And yeah, it's from that. Again, I got another certificate for it. Who let me have access to adult money? Next up, we have the heaviest ride wheel I own. This ride wheel is so heavy. I don't have anything to weigh it, but it's probably the equivalent of a relatively decent sized TV. And I'm pretty sure it's because this is just fully metal. It's fully metal. There's like no hollowness to it at all. There's bearings inside. Again, this is from Blackpool. SpongeBob Splash, I think it's called. And yeah, it's so heavy. As you can see, I'm not holding it still because it's like a workout. But yeah, when this arrived, I got it from eBay again. When this arrived, I was like, this is like the heaviest box I've lifted in my life. Oh, I need to put it down. And I thought 3 ride parts came together, the restraint, the chain, and that wheel. And I thought, oh, all of them add up to that one size. I took them out of the box. That wheel was the heaviest thing. It's so heavy. In the future, I need to get something to weigh it with. But yeah, from Blackpool, very cool wheel. It's small, but it weighs about 38,000 pounds. We have probably one of my favorite items, like the chain, the wheel that started it all. This is a ride wheel from Cobra at Portons Park. I've got 2 things from Portons Park now, and 2 things from Cobra. I'm remaking the ride. This is a running wheel, and yeah, it is the typical roller coaster wheel. If you think of roller coaster wheel, you're probably thinking of this. I did a whole unboxing video. Portons Park reached out to me and asked if they can use it on their social media, which was one of the coolest things that's happened in my YouTube career. But yeah, that was so cool. I'm keeping all the grime on it and stuff because I think it makes it look nice. Like I said before, if you see at the top, there is an arrow pointing to a little dent, and obviously they can't use the ride wheel anymore, and that's why they're putting it on the website. I've just noticed it smells really nice. I'm gonna have to delete my channel after saying that. There's like a distinct smell to it. Yeah, if you watch my videos, that's just sitting there on the shelf. It's so cool. This is the first ride wheel I bought, and again, that kind of launched my whole collection, kind of, because I like collecting like official merchandise and like pins and stuff like that, but having something you're not supposed to have feels so good. I mean, as an example, I have a bowling pin. You're not really supposed to have them. But yeah, I love stuff like that. That is all my ride parts, but we have one more thing I want to show you, and it is definitely my favorite thing in the collection. But to get to it, I need a ladder. I'll see you there. Okay, moving on to the final item. I'm in the sky. We have the Blade ride sign from Alton Towers. Now, if you didn't know, typically Alton Towers do not sell any ride parts, and if they do, they sell them for like a crazy inflated price. But if you're lucky, on eBay, you'll randomly stumble across a hand-painted sign from the Blade, which is a ride no longer at Alton Towers, and I'm just a boy. I have to buy it. Also, before I rave about the sign, I forgot about this. I have a little card from Chessington for the launch event of Jumanji, Manjul Mayhem, when that opened, because I went to the opening day of that. If you haven't seen the video, it's too late, it's gone. I'm kidding, it's still there. But anyway, back to the sign. It is a hand-painted sign from Blade. As you can see, no access for prams and pushchairs. But on this point, very important sign. And I'm still on the hunt to find it in the park somewhere. If you have a photo of it in the park before it got removed, send it to me on Instagram or TikTok. Twitter, not TikTok. Don't send it on TikTok. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite thing in the collection. As you can see, it's on the shrine on the top of my TV. I think it's so cool to have. It's thick, it's wooden, it's hand painted, and I think the hand painted thing is so important. Obviously everything's printed nowadays, so you don't get the authentic hand painted touch like anywhere, especially on a sign like that one. But yeah, I think it's really cool. It's definitely my favorite thing that I own. That being said, I have ordered something this morning that I'm very, very, very excited about, so I might make a video about that. But yeah, that being said, I'm not slowing down anytime soon. Obviously, we have something planned this year that I'm very excited about, and I do have to save money for it because I keep spending my money on bloody ride signs. Anyway, that is pretty much my theme park collection. I'm gonna do the outro in the sky. Let me know if you have anything weird or cool in your collection in the comments down below, because I'd love to know. I'd love to know if anyone has anything like this. Thank you for watching. There'll be more Planet Coaster 2 coming soon and more videos like this. Your support means the world, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.